We've had a lot of requests to have show people how to do some of our lean and green meals that we are preparing. And so today, Mom Michelle and Matt are going to show you guys how to do a lasagna soup. So the first thing, we've prepared a lot of things ahead of time. We are tripling this recipe so that we can have lots on hand. This is a good meal that we can also freeze. So first of all, each recipe needs 10 ounces of cooked ground sirloin. So we've already done that ahead of time, and we're ready to go with that. So this is kind of a dump recipe. Like, everything's just pretty much really easy to just throw it in the pot. So we're gonna get our pot, and we're gonna add the ground beef. We're gonna throw that in there.
I should also mention we've already made sliced up 8 small zucchini. This is the 9th zucchini. Again, she mentioned we're doing 3 servings, so it's only 3 zucchini per serving. It will create actually 4 servings, each with a lean, a green, 2 condiments. All right, so now we've cooked up the 9th zucchini. We're gonna add it all to the same pot. We also used the Italian-style diced tomatoes, which we add to the same container here.
And just so you know, we found these at Kroger brand. It's like the Swiss brand, and every recipe that's asking for diced tomatoes wants us to look for tomatoes that have 5 or less grams of carbs in it, and this meets the criteria. So that is good. After we add all of the diced tomatoes to the pot, we need to add our garlic. Can you tell me how much garlic that is, please?
Yes. It wants 1 teaspoon of minced garlic per serving. Since we're doing 3, we want 3 teaspoons
per
of
recipe?
garlic. Per recipe, sorry. Per serving. So for 4 servings, so each recipe. Yes. So 3 teaspoons minced garlic. Then we do 1.5 teaspoons of salt.
Per recipe?
Per serving, yes. No, per recipe, dang it.
1.5 teaspoons?
Yes. Then it wants us to add chicken broth at this point.
So a good way to get your chicken broth that is not going to be full of fat and preservatives and gluten and all that stuff is we like to make a whole bunch of chicken breast in our Instapot and then save the broth. So we've got already 2 cups of chicken broth here from the last time we made chicken the other day. And then we just need to add 1 more cup of chicken broth. So we've got a can of chicken broth. We just need a cup. Awesome. Okay, throwing that in there. And then what else do we need to get in there?
Then we let it simmer, actually.
Simmer for 30 minutes. So we're going to pause and we'll be back with you in a second. Okay, just wanted to give you a quick peek of what the pot looks like with all the ingredients in it as we are starting to simmer for 30 minutes. All right, in this little container we've got a 1/4 cup per serving of ricotta cheese spread on the bottom of the pan. This will then become a 2 serving size for the lasagna soup. And we're going to add the pre-measured out servings, so that's 1 serving of soup. And this is another serving of soup. See how that fits so nicely in that little container? I love it. And then I'm just gonna spread that out a little bit. And then it's gonna ask for a 1 ounce serving of mozzarella cheese for each one. So I'm gonna measure that out on our little scale. Right here I've got a little scale, and I'm gonna zero it out with my little container on the top. So it's 0. Taking into consideration the weight of the cup. And then I want to make sure I have 2 ounces of mozzarella cheese. I believe that's 1 ounce. Oh no, that's almost 2 ounces right there. Yay! So it looks like I need to add 1 more.
Oh, that's two.
Oh, it's 2 ounces. Perfect. So then we're just going to sprinkle that on top. And then we also need to put on Parmesan cheese. And I believe that that is a tablespoon of Parmesan cheese for each serving. So here we've got a tablespoon of mozzarella cheese. I'm just going to keep that on this one side so that this one gets all the yumminess that it deserves. And then we'll do that for the other side. And then it wants us to broil this under the broiler until the cheese gets all nice and brown. I won't do that for you now because we're going to do that before we serve the meal. This goes nicely in the freezer, can freeze for you, and then just take it out and thaw it and then put it under your broiler and get it all nice and warm and toasty. And then you've got lasagna soup.
We found this recipe and more on the internet. If you'd like the recipe, hit like and send us a comment. We would be happy to share. We also could cook your lean greens. Reach out for more details.